I found this blue egg deep in the Arctic ice, and it became the most beautiful mistake of my life. Right now, you're about to witness 6 minutes of Chopper's incredible evolution, from a fragile little reindeer to an uncontrollable 15-foot monster, 7 forms, the journey from an outcast to a legendary doctor, and a finale that will make your heart race. This is Project Tonika. Don't blink. We're starting now.
I found this in the very heart of eternal winter. It pulsed with warmth.
I brought it home.
The next morning, the shell began to disintegrate. The first thing I saw was this strange, incredible blue nose. It was so fragile, as if winter itself had taken shape. I named him Chopper. His body required special energy. He was clumsy, but very persistent. This hat suited him perfectly, as if he'd been waiting for it. And then the impossible happened. He began to change right before my eyes. Sweets were his only weakness. We became inseparable. He was smarter than anyone. We became inseparable. He was smarter than anyone. He began studying my books. He wanted to know how to heal. We began conducting experiments. We were looking for a cure for all ills. One miscalculation, and he became a living shield. His fur was warmer than any blanket in the world. He created it himself. The key to the hidden points of his transformation. Outside, he was faster than the wind. I could barely keep up with him. Gravity ceased to exist for him. Every training session was a risk, but he didn't want to stop. He knew this secret belonged only to the two of us. For now, his power became terrifying. He transformed his hooves into steel hammers. I knew it was dangerous, but we needed more data on his limits. His horns became his shield and sword. He learned to control them as part of his body, but the tests were interrupted by me, who wanted to use him as a weapon. His first agent wasn't flight, but defense. His body was working at its limits. His temperature was rising with every second. They were sparing no effort. My little doctor was at the limit. No, Chopper, not 3 at once! But he couldn't hear me anymore. The light was so bright that I was blinded for several seconds. What emerged from that light was no longer my Chopper. This was the wrath of nature itself, trapped in a reindeer's body. The sound was so powerful that reality itself began to shatter. I had to find a way to bring him back before he brought the whole building down. For a second, I thought he recognized me. Or maybe he was just choosing his next target. I remembered that day in the snow. The warmth I felt from his egg. The rumble ball's power was spent. But at what cost? He saved me. But he nearly lost himself in that abyss of rage. We lost our home, but we kept our lives. Doctor? That was the first word I ever heard him say. Our journey is just beginning. Now, we are both outcasts with a shared secret. After that incident, he became obsessed with control. Every morning began with discipline. He created a new form, Kung Fu Point. We trained for hours. Now he could protect us without turning into a monster. I sewed him a bag. He officially became my colleague, not just a subject. His instinct for herbs was supernatural. He saw life where I only saw weeds. The journey was hard, but his endurance saved us both.
Nature didn't recognize him as one of its own. He had to prove his right to exist. No malice, only technique. He learned to win without killing. In those moments, I forgot he was an experiment. He was my family. He found a way to stabilize the energy. The purple ball was the key to his mind. His anatomy continued to evolve, adapting to our needs. We found a place where the disease had won. Here, we faced our ultimate test. His hands no longer trembled. He was cold-blooded, like a true surgeon. First failure. The virus was stronger than our current knowledge. I didn't let him give up. We started all over again. 72 hours without sleep. His metabolism was working at its limit. Pink, the color of his hat, the color of his hope. It worked. We created something capable of defeating death. He never got used to the gratitude. To him, it was just the right thing to do. We proved it. Even a monster can become a savior. But the world didn't know we were going further. We left the shores of our homeland. The whole world became our operating room. The ocean does not forgive weakness, but we were ready. He became my shield, the softest and most reliable shield in the world. After every storm, he knew how to bring warmth back to our souls. The final touch, a formula that gives full control over any transformation. They came for us, those who see him only as a weapon. They didn't understand that they were trying to catch nature itself. It's time, Chopper. Show them who you really are. He moved faster than their cannons could even turn. Dozens of soldiers couldn't stop one little doctor. We were a team. My task was to heal the one who protects. For the first time, his rage was under the full control of his mind. From his shoulder, the world seemed small and very fragile. He destroyed their pride to save our freedom. We found the place. It was time for the ultimate medicine. Hiruluk's medicine, a farewell gift from my teacher. That night, the snow stopped being cold. It became healing. This light didn't heal bodies. It healed hope. Look, Doctor, the Sakura has bloomed. Our experiment is complete. We have created a miracle.